Hello everyone, how you guys doing today? I'm coming with a pick a card reading for you. And this is what are your spiritual gifts and what is blocking you from reaching those gifts. So, here are the three selections for the piles. This right here is Goku from Dragon Ball Z. This is his strongest form. I think it's called God Mode. I forgot. I didn't watch Dragon Ball Super. I watched Dragon Ball Z. Up to Dragon Ball Z, I haven't watched Super yet. So I think this is Super Saiyan Blue or God Mode or something like that. Then we have here Storm. Bobblehead Storm from X-Men. Oop. Then we have Winston here. Winston from Overwatch. Overwatch is a video game for those who don't know. Alright, so pick your pile. And we're going to go along and go forth with your reading. Alright, so pile 1 for those who chose the Goku from Dragon Ball Z. Here is your reading. This tarot is called the traditional manga tarot. So it's basically anime themed. A manga is, for those who don't know, manga is a comic in Japanese comic. Alright, so pile 1. What is your spiritual gifts? What are your spiritual gifts? You have the 7 of Wands here. The 10 of Cups. Nope, 2 cards. We had the 10 of Wands here. It was 3 cards, but I'm not going to pull them all, just the one that was on top. And then we have Strength. Then at the back of the deck, we have Death. So I'll go show it to you. 7 of Wands. 10 of Cups. 10 of Wands. And Strength. Alright, so we do have a lot of fire on the table. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Also, we do have Scorpio on here. So you could be that, and you could be any of those. So, what I'm getting here is that with the Death card being the overall energy here, so far, we're gonna pull some clarifiers, but so far, you guys are going through some type of spiritual awakening, some type of ego death here. And it's causing you guys to awaken, like your spiritual gifts are awakening right now. With this 7 of Wands here, you may be experiencing a little resistance. But it's still a positive sign because you're standing your ground. Even though you may be receiving resistance, it could be from your ego or it could be from other people in your life that could be who could be resisting this. Because when you go through an ego death or you go through a spiritual awakening and a transformation, you can lose and anger a lot of people who were once in your life. So friends, family, they could be disapproving of the things that you are getting involved in, or they can be, or you could be getting in your own way. But either way, against all opposition, you stand in your ground, which is good, because then I'll open the door to the 10 of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment. So you may not be at a place right now where you feel emotionally fulfilled, but this transformation is here so that you can reach that state of where you're getting to your emotional fulfillment, as well as just walking into your spiritual gifts, because those gifts will bring fulfillment. But with this Ten of Wands here, it's not going to be easy, but you have the strength, because the strength card is here. You have the strength to overcome any type of obstacles in your way. One spiritual gift that I am feeling off of these cards right now is that you have this. You are like the strength of your family. You are the part of your family, or whatever it is. You are the rock, the strength. People come to you, especially with this Seven of Wands. You don't back down. You keep it real. You tell people how it is, and that keeps your family unit in line, or it just makes you a person that people like to go to in order to I don't know, they just see you as some type of source of inspiration. They see you as someone that is wise beyond their years, that can teach them and show them the way and the path. You've been through a lot in life. You've carried a lot of burdens. It seems like you carry the burdens of your friends and your family. You like to take on the burdens because you know you have the strength to do it, and they know that you have the strength to do it. But sometimes you should probably also take time to rest and take time to be just sometimes put the burdens down for a bit, and then just take care of yourself sometimes, because you may be the type of person to you just like to fix everything. You're really helpful, and then a lot of times people probably may cast their burdens onto you because you carry this strong persona about yourself. All right, so let's do some clarifying cards. The Seven of Wands. What's that? Oh, look at that. The King of Wands popped out. So yeah, you have the ability to get whatever it is that you want, despite what the opposition is, despite what the competition is, no matter what the resistance is. You see it through no matter what. This King of Wands is like a master manifester. And here's some more fire on the board. You guys are full of a lot of fire, passion, desire. You guys are out there. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, heavy on the board right now. There's also some heavy water on here as well. You could also be a Leo. Let's clarify the Ten of Cups. Oh. So what came out was Judgment, and then the Six of Wands. Normally I don't grab multiple ones, but sometimes if it's just two, then I'll pick them up. Let's clarify the Ten of Wands. We have the Nine of Swords. And then let's clarify the Strength. Oh, the Eight of Swords. Okay. And the other back of the deck, clarifying the Death, is the Five of Wands. So here's the Five of Wands. Here's the Eight of Swords. The Nine of Swords. Judgment, and the Six of Wands. Alright. So, with Judgment and the Six of Wands, and also with this Nine of Swords and this Eight of Swords, as well as this Five of Wands, I feel that you guys are experiencing some really, really heavy resistance and like really heavy conflict. Like there's people in your life that you may seem like the black sheep in your family. Your family may also, it could go two ways here. Your family can see you as like support, or it can be both. They see you as a really strong individual here, that you go get what you want, you manifest with you whatever it is that you want, and you may do it in ways that your family just don't understand. So Your family could be judgmental towards you. Perhaps the way you portray yourself to the public, or the way you look towards people that come across you, or the public, your family may not approve of it. So it may make you feel like you're just carrying so much weight on you. And so with this Nine of Swords, it's probably making you feel like you have an anxiety. You might even feel, even though you know that you're strong, on the outside you show everyone that you're strong, but then on the inside you may be feeling like trapped. You may be feeling like you can't, you may be trapped in your thoughts, negative thought processes, because it could be your family that's making you feel bad, or making you feel bad about yourself. You may have these special gifts that makes you stand out. You could be an empath, but I'm getting really, really strong vibes. You're like a really strong person. With this transformation card with the Death and your Five of Wands, like, again, it's like people just, you're experiencing a lot of heavy resistance. People just don't approve of the person that you're becoming, and that's kind of what I'm getting here for Pile 1. With this Judgment card here, because this is like a rebirth, and everyone is seeing your rebirth, your family sees it, and I don't know, maybe it's like some jealousy here, or maybe it's just in general they just don't understand. But that's kind of like how it is when you go through a spiritual awakening. The people in your life that they're not awake like you, then you'll feel resistance. Like, you'll feel like you're a black sheep in the family. You'll feel like you just don't fit in the environment. And what I'm getting here is that if your family or close people or friends or whatever, they don't approve of you, then you may find the most comfort and success with people outside of your family. Looking for people that are like-minded like you, who are like your soul tribe or your soul family. You'll probably do better with them because they'll be more supportive of your rebirth and your transformation here. And then you can probably release the burdens, because this could be the blockage to your spiritual gifts. And we'll pull some oracle cards to get more information on what your spiritual gifts are. But I really think that you're a master manifester, and you're really strong. Like, you're able to overcome many things. You probably have overcome many things in your life. And even that's what this Seven of Wands with the King of Wands represents, the strength here. And I know that sometimes when you appear strong to the outside world, you can have a lot of insecurities on the inside. And what's really holding you back right now could be the close people in your life. And I'm not saying to cut them off, but if they are causing you to feel like you are low or in lower vibrational energies and feelings, then you probably should distance yourself from them. If you can cut them off, but if you can't, at least try to keep your distance. And you may not even want to show these people your gifts, and just kind of stay to yourself. Probably will be benefiting from starting a social media following or gathering, because you have the qualities to be a leader, and you have the qualities to manifest whatever it is that you want and whatever it is that you're passionate about. So I'm going to pull some oracles to see, or get a more in-depth look at your gifts and what your gifts really are. Because that's probably what is preventing you from fully stepping into your power, is that you have a lot of resistance. There's a lot of things that are, and people, possibly people that are kind of like in your way, but you definitely have what it takes. And I feel too with the Judgment card, you have this ability to see right through people. Judgment is kind of too about a review of life. You can probably see what people are doing in their lives, and why they're in the situation that they're in. That's probably one way you can help them, because a lot of times people, they have a hard time looking within. But you can see, like, once you can look at a person's lifestyle and how they are, and then you can kind of like determine the reason why they're in the situation that they're in the karmic cycle that they're stuck in. You can probably see that and help them to break free of that karmic cycle by enlightening them and telling them what exactly it is that's going on in their life that is keeping them in that karmic cycle. And a lot of times people don't like to hear about themselves, so then they, you know, they may come against you. And by you possibly being an empath, you probably just naturally carry the burdens of others, or this just could be that you just feel burdened by the resistance of in the pressure that's being applied upon you in your transformative state. But anyways, let's get some oracles out. We have Descendant. This oracle is the spiritual gifts oracle. You come from a long line of healers, herbalists, and wise folk. Their ancient knowing resonates today deep in your spirit. You will know yourself by knowing them. So I'm kind of connecting this to the Ten of Cups that came out. And you may benefit if you can possibly figure out where your ancestral bloodline resides in this human body that you're in, because it can help you figure out what exactly your gifts are. And plus you could probably do research on the ancient herbalist and the ancient things that whatever your bloodline is from, whatever it was that they used to do in the past, you could probably research that and then continue the ritual. We have Catalyst. You're someone that evokes progress and change in people, making them aware that something could be better, leaving them forever changed. And that's kind of what I was getting with the Judgment card. Like, you have this ability to see exactly what it is that people are doing, what it is that their habits are that are keeping them stuck in karmic cycles. And once you let them know this, it kind of rocks their world so much to the point where they may even come against you in a way. Let's get another one. Ooh. Okay. We have Mirror and Discernment. So here's Mirror. And here is Discernment. So with Mirror, it says you disrupt things in order to enable people to see themselves differently and begin to heal. You're the ultimate mirror. With Discernment, you're very particular about the type of person you let in, very protective of yourself. Others feel they must approach you right, which makes it hard to fool you. So like I said before, that you just have this triggering ability on people. Like, you trigger people because what it is that you reflect what it is that they try to hide, or they try to avoid, or that they don't want to see in themselves. You help people see their shadow. And that's your spiritual, that's how you can help people, is by getting them to look within. And that's what it is. That's what I'm getting here. You may benefit too from being a healer. You probably help people heal their inner child and their inner wounds, or whatever it is that they have going on internally. So that's what I get with this Descendant here. And that's kind of like what I feel with this Ten of Cups. People, when they look at you, they recognize you. It's like an instant recognition when they see you. Like, it's hard to approach you. That's why I said you're a really strong person. Like, some people may feel intimidated by you. And also, like I said, since you expose people's shadows, they may feel like they may attack you. Like, maybe not physically, but, you know, verbally, or you may even feel the energy shift in a room, like, to negativity once, you know, you start talking to them about what it is that, or you start keeping it real with them, basically. You can discern. You're really good with discerning things. and you're really good with getting people to see within, because you've been through so much in life that you know yourself, you know your shadow. You're going through the transformations, or you went through the transformation already, and you did the shadow work. So you are able to see within other people's shadow. You're able to do that. And that's basically what I get from pile one, is that you guys are very, very strong, fiery individuals. You guys like keep it real. You either cast judgment, or people judge you when they see you. Like you can feel the judgment of people, but at the same time, it's like even though they may feel all these negative energies towards you for exposing them, they know at the same time that they can depend on you. They can rely on you for the truth. So it may feel like these people, they don't like you, but in reality, they really respect you. Like they may put on this act, but deep down, they respect you for who you are. And if they don't, they will eventually, as soon as you step fully into your power, if you haven't already. But that's your strong point, pile one. You may also do good in holistic medicine, like holistic ways of healing, herbal ways of healing. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting from pile one. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, let me know in the comments, and we'll move on to pile two. Thank you. Hello, pile two. You guys chose the storm. Bobblehead storm. Doop, doop, doop. Anyways, this is your reading. I'm using the Witch's Tarot. And we're going to figure out what is your spiritual gifts, pile two. What is your spiritual gifts? We also will pull some oracle as well. We're using the spiritual gifts oracle. Okay, so the sun came out, and so did strength. So that is a heavy Leo right there. You could be a Leo. Oh, we have the shadow side here. And I'm going to show you guys the cards in a second. The Hangman. What are your spiritual gifts, pile one, and what is blocking you from fully stepping into your power? We have the Seven of Cups. And on the back of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups. So let's take a look at these cards here. So we have strength and the sun. Heavy, heavy, heavy Leo. We have the shadow. The shadow side. And that's actually the devil. We have the Hangman here. And we have the Seven of Cups. And in the back of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups. Okay. So with the Eight of Cups being the back of the deck energy here, you guys may need to walk away from something that isn't serving you in order to walk or fully step into your gifts. What I'm getting here is too, with this Seven of Cups so far, is you have a lot of gifts and you know that you do. But for some reason, you're hesitant to walk into those gifts because we have the shadow side and the Hanged Man here, that both cards talk about feeling stuck. So perhaps you know you have these gifts, but you're not really sure on how to reach those gifts. But you have a lot. The Seven of Cups here, you have a lot of gifts, especially that you probably want to tap into here. With the sun and with strength here, I feel that when you finally do overcome this your shadow side, bringing light to your shadow side, that's when you will really walk into what those gifts are. You have a lot of strength. You have a lot of inner strength and a lot of willpower. And people, when they see you, you just radiate. Like, that's kind of what I'm feeling that your gift is. People look at you and then they just see radiance. They see you glow. Like, you're just like a person that they just kind of like want to look at, and they just can't really take their eyes off of you. You just glow with this radiance. And honestly, with that radiance, you may expose people's devil side. You may do that. You may bring to light shadows, but also too, you may have this yin and yang effect onto yourself, to where you have a shadow side, but you also have your light side. Like you're balanced. You're perfectly balanced in your yin and yang. Or if you're not, you benefit from doing shadow work and balancing your darkness and your light into one. There's hangman energy here, so you may be sitting on your spiritual gifts. It could be that you are focused on what's going on in your life, and you probably need to walk away from something that's no longer serving you, so you can really fully shine in your power. I say you would benefit more from getting to know your shadow side and balancing your yin and yang, because when people see you, they'll see you as authentic, perfectly balanced darkness and light. You know what I mean? So they'll know exactly what it is, that they'll feel comfortable talking to you, because they know that you're not just too much in your light, love and light, but at the same time you're not too much in your shadows where people are afraid to approach you. You're perfectly balanced, and when people talk to you, they feel comfortable with sharing their dark side with you, because they know that you've been to the darkness already and you've integrated your darkness already. But we'll do some clarification as well. So let's clarify the sun and strength. We had the wheel of fortune, the wheel of the year. Let's clarify the shadow side, the devil card. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, let's clarify the Hangman. The Two of Cups. And it also came out with the Five of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. But I'm only going to grab the card that popped up on top. We have the Seven of Cups. Let's go ahead and clarify that. Oh. So we have the Queen of Swords, but I also seen the High Priest as well. So I'm going to pull that out. It came out first, but kind of put it down. So the back of the deck energy, clarifying the back of the deck energy of the first shuffle, is the Page of Swords. So I'll go ahead and show you guys these cards. These are the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the High Priest, which is the Hierophant. I'm kind of getting some similar vibes to Pile 1. But I feel like you are really intelligent. Your words are, your throat chakra is your most powerful chakra. Like it's your words. You can cut through, you could convince people with things that you say and the way that you convey them. Like, you're really highly spiritual. With the High Priest, that's the Hierophant. You're really spiritual, and you have a lot of ancient knowledge and esoteric knowledge within you. And so because of that, your power is in your voice. There could be some stagnancy here because there's a Hangman here. So what's stagnating you is probably a relationship that you need to walk away from. It may be holding you back, or it may be no longer serving you. With the wheel of fortune that's being clarified with the sun and with strength, I feel like you may be to the type of person who, what I'm feeling here is that you benefit a lot from going into nature. Like, you can go outside and absorb the energy of the outside world, and it's like you have profound seasons within you. Like, it's kind of like you have the spirit of fall, winter, spring, and summer within you, and you have access to a lot of resources. I feel like if you ever feel like that you're down, the way you recharge is by going outside and taking in the seasons. You may benefit from elemental magic. That's what I'm getting here. With this Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles is like an earthly woman. She's a woman involved in earthly matters. And then with this being like the shadow here, that could be where your shadow side may have been really, really drenched into 3D things. But once you integrate your shadow with your light side, your shadow side will become ascendant, and it will become the Queen of Pentacles. And so instead of being lost in the earth, you're more grounded, and you're more like you are able to derive your wisdom from your shadow side, is what I'm getting here. And you keep it real. You're very sharp. Your words are like a double-edged sword in a way. I'm just really feeling like you have this strong persuasive power to you. Like, you're really persuasive. Like, you may not even know this about yourself, but you have the ability to persuade people. But I would suggest using that to help people, though. You should use that to help people. But just like those major influential people that you've seen throughout history, who was able to persuade multitudes of people with just whatever it is that they had to say. Like, when you talk, people listen. They want to hear what you have to say. But let's go ahead and look at some oracle cards here. This is the oracle of the spiritual gifts. Yeah, so I feel the only thing that's really blocking you, Pal-2, from really stepping into your power is probably the need to walk away from a relationship that is stagnated. Like, if that person isn't willing to grow with you and willing to nourish your soul and grow, or it may not even be a person, it could be just a situation. Like, any situation that's holding you back, that you know they may be a good person, but they just may not be good for your soul, for your spiritual growth, is what I'm saying, is what I'm getting here. But overall, though, I feel that you are really radiant. Like, something about you really shines. I feel like you're a really, really old soul. You've been around for a long time. And also, too, I feel like, too, you're really connected to the seasons and the elements. You probably benefit a lot from going outside in nature. You probably will derive a lot of stuff. You probably should go like stargazing, sun gazing, moon gazing. Like, I feel like you will work well with fire, water, speaking, or just in general earthly matters. You have the ability to bring in a lot of abundance into your life. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Shaman. I'm going to pull 4 of these. So what it says is you can tap into a powerful way of guiding your life and the lives of others, often through great struggle that you learn to break free and awaken to the truth to help others. So I feel like that's what you did, especially with the shadow side, which is also the devil, and the Queen of Pentacles. Is you, out of that shadow, you became the Queen of Pentacles, and if you haven't, you can become the Queen of Pentacles. So through your struggle, you're able to help people awaken to their truth. You're able to help people awaken to, like I said, you have a way with words. You have your throat chakra is your dominant chakra. Or that's like, well, not your dominant chakra, but the chakra that is most effective for you. Like, that's where a lot of your gifts are more profound in that. So you possibly do some meditation, throat chakra meditation. See another one. But this isn't, like I said, these aren't your only gifts. This is just the gift that I feel is most profound with Pal-2. But like I said, with the Seven of Cups, you have multiple gifts. And you know that you do. It's just that you feel stagnated and stuck. Relationships. You have a talent for mentoring and counseling relationships, having the ability to guide others to their path to love, to their path to love because of your own experiences in love. So what this is too, with this Two of Cups and this Hangman, you may, since you've been through so many like relationships, you may have been through like different people, you've gone on many dates, and now you see relationships from a whole nother perspective. And because of that, you're able to guide people in their relationships and help people to some type of relationship counselor is what I'm getting here. That you could be a relationship counselor. But your words though, people look up to you. So here we have air. And once again, I did see that with this, the Wheel of the Year, and how it, on the card, you can see that there's like the element of every season, as well as all of the suits, cups, pentacles, swords, and wands. Let's say you might benefit from elemental magic or something. But anyways, air came out, and air also has a lot to do with communication. So let's see. You have a strong connection to the air element, linked with the mind, the intellect, communication, and divination. Be sure to spend time outdoors to recharge yourself. And that's literally what I just said with the Wheel of Fortune that came out. That was just the vibes that I was feeling, that you guys benefit and recharge from outdoors, being outside, being in nature, going to the beach, being in the water, being near, going on hikes or something like that. Bonfires, like you guys kind of like recharge from going outside. That's probably your strong point and your strong suit. And I'll put one more. Two, but let's see here. You guys, okay, so this is claircognizance. 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 You're able to know things without having any previous knowledge, and bestowed by your higher self, spirit guides, or simply downloaded into your mind. So that's kind of what I was thinking and feeling here when the High Priest came out with the Queen of Swords. I was saying you're a really old soul, so you just have knowledge. You just have your words. The reason why your throat chakra is so powerful is because your words carry a lot of weight. Like you have, I wouldn't be surprised if your throat chakra is often kind of like always the one that's under attack. And I don't mean to say that in a way to scare people, but like a lot of times, if that's where your gifts are derived from, or like the strength of your gifts come from, then you may notice that you might lose your voice a lot, or that you might how should I see it? Or you just might have throat chakra issues a lot. But anyways, with claircognizance, the way I see that is that sometimes it's just stuff. Your crown chakra is also a really important chakra for you as well. All of the chakras are important, but with claircognizant people, Their crown chakras are really, really sensitive, and that's the reason why they just know things. And so when it comes with just knowing things, you just have to, because a lot of times too, you might not trust yourself, or you might not trust what you've downloaded. So a lot of that comes from trusting yourself. That's how you build your claircognizance. It's just to trust yourself, trust what you know. And also too, sometimes it may not be right when but don't let that encourage you or discourage you. I mean, because majority of the time you do just know, with claircognizance being here, you just know. So that's what I'm getting here. For you, pal, too, you guys have a balance, yin and yang. You guys are radiant. You guys may benefit from going outside. You guys may be in tune with the elements. Air is a strong element for you. You could be an air sign. You could also be you could be a fire sign. You could be a Leo. You could be a the devil. You could be a Capricorn. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you guys. You're claircognizant, so trust yourself. You already know the answer. You already have the answers within you. You have really strong shamanic gifts as well, so you may benefit from drums and instrumentation, percussion instruments, and shamanic healing, theta healing, or something like that. But anyways, that's kind of what I have for you, pile 2. If this resonates, let me know in the comment section. Hello, pile 3. You guys may have chose the Winston. Winston is a very, very highly intelligent ape who is strong, but he has an explosive temper though. But it's usually for the good of the team, because you like protecting those that you love. Alright, so we're going to be using the Afro Avatar Tarot. The Afro Avatar Tarot. Avatar is an anime. So, pile 3, what are your spiritual gifts, and what is possibly blocking you from fully walking into those spiritual gifts? You have the Hangman. I feel like you guys have the ability to see things from another perspective, to see things from all perspectives. The Ten of Pentacles. Oop, ooh. This is the Ten of Wands here. A lot came out, but I only pulled the one that was at the top. I'm going to show you guys these cards in a second. Two of Swords. And no. So I'm going to show you guys these cards here. So you have the Hangman. We have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands. The Two of Swords. The back of the deck here is the Two of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling so far is that you guys are kind of stuck at a crossroads here. And you're able to see things from many, many different perspectives. And so because of that, it may be hard for you to really make the right decisions. You may feel like, well, what should I do? Because you're able to see. I feel like you guys are analyzers. Like you guys are able to really just see from multiple perspectives. You guys may feel like you have a choice to make. You guys may be at a crossroads. We're going to get some clarifiers, but I feel like you guys are feeling a little imbalanced because of a choice that you have to make. And this choice could be burdensome. Like, it could be burdensome, but you want to make the right choice because that choice leads you to long-term abundance. So that's kind of why you're kind of like in this hangman energy here, because you don't know exactly what it is that you want to do. You don't really know where you want to go, and you're feeling imbalanced. But I feel like with what your spiritual gifts are so far from just these 5 cards is that you're really analytical. Your logical mind is your strong point, and you're able to see things from multiple perspectives, and you can use that to your benefit. But don't let it stagnate you, though. Don't let it make you stuck in an indecisive state. And don't let it imbalance your life. Let's get some more cards to clarify with the Hangman. Queen of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. What's the 10 of Pentacles? Oh. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Now, I do shuffle the cards all upright, and I do read mostly upright. But if a card comes out in reverse, even though I shuffled them all upright, I just go ahead and keep it that way. 10 of Wands. Oh, that card jumped out. This is the Tower. 2 of Swords. And I also saw the 2 of Wands peeking out too. So you guys may have a choice to make. And so the back of the deck energy for the 2 of Pentacles, back of the deck energy is the Star. I'm going to show you guys the rest of the cards. 7 of Pentacles. The Tower. This is the Knight of Wands upright, but remember, it came out in reverse. And then it's the Queen of Cups. So this is kind of interesting because with the Hangman and the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Cups is very intuitive, but the Hangman, I'm getting like more logical, more in their head. So you may have the gift to be able to, you may be highly logical and highly intuitive, and because of that, it puts you at a conflict, because oftentimes too, our analytical mind can get in the way of our intuition. So you have to kind of find that balance to where you can use both your intuition and your logical mind, and you can use them in conjunction, and that'll make you even more powerful, even more discerning, because what you have to do is know when to use your logical mind in a situation, or know when to use your intuition, as well as knowing and learning how to integrate both of those. Because you're highly, highly analytical and logical, but you're also highly intuitive as well. And sometimes they can conflict with each other, or seem as though they are conflicting. And so that may put you in a stagnant energy sometimes, because you're stuck between your logical mind and your intuition. But if you really sit back, relax, and meditate, you'll realize that your logical mind and your intuitive mind are actually working together in unison. You just have to find that middle ground and that balance and that middle point. With the 10 of Pentacles here, you have the potential of experiencing a windfall of abundance. However, you may feel like you may feel stuck, like you don't want to move forward for some reason. Maybe you feel like it'll cause a tower moment in your life. Maybe you feel like something in your life will be ruined or will fall apart if you were to pursue whatever it is that you're trying to pursue. But this decision will bring you the abundance. You just have to trust and know that you are going to make the right decision. With this 7 of Pentacles, that's like long-term abundance. That's you kind of starting to see the fruits of your labor. But what I really feel like is that you need to really find a way to integrate both your logical and your intuitive mind, because you have the potential to be really, really powerful. I feel like you may have a little bit of fears that may be holding you back. You may be stuck in a place where you don't know what decisions you make, and you may be hoping or wishing that some type of sign. You may be looking for some type of sign in your life. So you may benefit for looking for synchronicities in your life. Pay attention to the angel numbers that you see, because you have support from higher places, and you have support from your guides and from the divine, and they're trying to help you to. They also help you to make these decisions and make these choices, because they know that you have a highly, highly, highly active analytical mind, as well as, like, I feel like both sides of your brain are active. Like, you may be ambidextrous, or you may be able to write with both hands. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, and I probably said that wrong. I'm sorry if I did, but you have some type of, you have that unique ability, because some people are highly intuitive, but their logical mind suffers, and vice versa. Sometimes highly logical people, they block their intuition sometimes, but you have both of them, but they conflict with each other. And you may benefit from looking at the synchronicities in your life, paying attention to signs, paying attention to the world around you, because those are all messages for you, to guide you on to making whatever choice it is that you are stuck in making. Because whatever that choice is, it will bring you abundance. It'll bring you abundance. And then, too, with that tower moment, for things will crumble, but then that'll leave the door open for you to build something better and build something new. Yep. Then you can be able to drop the burdens. So you may be carrying a lot of burdens, and you may be doing that because you want to avoid a tower moment in your life. You want to avoid something crumbling, so you just carry those burdens because you probably just don't know what to do, and you're not taking action. But the moment you take action, and the moment you start following the signs that your guides have been giving you, and what I mean by signs is, I'm not just talking about number sequences, because that matters too, but I'm also talking about just everyday things. Like, if you go outside and you might see a white cat, and then you see another white cat, and then you see another one, throughout the day or throughout the week or something like that. Pay attention to what is going on around you, because they're trying to help guide you with making whatever decision it is that you feel stuck, that you can't make. You are being guided towards the right choice. You just have to trust. You just have to trust that you're on the right path, because you are on the right path. With the star being here, you may have recently gone through a spiritual awakening, so that could be another thing too why you feel stuck, because on the one hand you're being pushed towards one life, and on the other hand you're being pushed towards another life. It's kind of like a red pill, blue pill type of thing, where you don't know if you want to just go ahead and just jump right in with the red pill, or you want to just keep things comfortable and avoid the tower moment, and to just keep the life the way that it is, and to take the red pill. Matrix references here. But what I'm seeing though is that if you do leap in with your gifts and balancing yourself out, balancing your logical mind and your intuitive mind, you will receive a windfall of abundance. I mean, it will just come pouring out, and you're not going to even really know how to handle it. Like, I just see that you're going to be really, really abundant. The only thing that I'm seeing that's holding you back is you, really. You're holding yourself back, Power 3. I don't really see a situation. I just feel that you're stuck in indecision here, because you don't know what you want to do. But pay attention. If you have a hard time integrating your logical mind and your intuitive mind, you're going to have to see where the common ground lies. See where your logical mind and your intuitive mind is actually in unison, and then go off of that. So it may seem like they're in opposition, but when you look at it from another perspective, like you're already able to do, I'm feeling like you're able to do that, you can see where you guys meet, where it meets, where the intuitive and the logical mind meets, and you run with that. That's the path you take. Is where they agree and not where they oppose. You just have to find that. And also pay attention to the world around you and your synchronicities, because you're being guided. The divine is a part of your life heavily. That's what I'm feeling with the star here. But this is an oracle card, your spiritual gifts oracle. This right here will help also to see what it is that your spiritual gifts are. I'm going to pull 4 of these. Pile 3, what is your spiritual gifts? What are your spiritual gifts? Telepathy. Your gift of telepathy is strong, with the ability to read minds, project thoughts into the minds of others, and understand your own body and mind as well as others. So you have a good balance. That's what I was feeling like. You have two extremes but sometimes they come out of balance, but once you balance them, you'll be in your true power. And also too, like I said, pay attention, because when you have a good analytical mind and an intuitive mind, it's really, really easy for you to pick up on what people are thinking. It's like you could just feel and know what they're thinking. You have a powerful mind. We have mystifying. You exude mystery, teasing the mind with the unknown that will help others embrace the obscure and charge ahead fearlessly. Once you learn to trust yourself and also balance your mind, because like I said, I feel like your mind is like really, like you have some like really strong, you could probably do telekinesis or something. Like you guys have good mind power and willpower. And people probably do see you as mysterious. But once you embrace the Knight of Wands within you, you'll be able to encourage other people to embrace the Knight of Wands within them. And the Knight of Wands is someone who charges in with their ideas and with their gifts and with their passions and desires. Let's see what more. Oop, this. It fell. Let me get it. Nurturer. I can see with this Queen of Cups that you could have a nurturing side, and you also could have a healing side to yourself with this star. A life-changing gift is the influence of a nurturing woman that provides love, support, protection, and encouragement to teach others to grow and develop. Now, you know, you don't have to be a woman. You could be a nurturing man as well. But the thing is that you do have that element to yourself. You're able to be compassionate as well as stern, I feel like. I feel like you also have a healing effect with the Queen of Cups and the Star. Let's see what the other one is. Ooh. So I'm going to take both of these. What came out was overcome. And then what also came out is mystical. So, having gone into battle with your own dark side, you can see the divinity and sacred elements in the darkness and in destruction. So, like I said too, you're able to see things from multiple perspectives. I feel like you're able to see things from multiple perspectives, and that's what I got when I first seen the Hangman. You're able to see into the darkness. You may be a seer. You may be able to see. You may be clairvoyant. Mystical says something very mystical about you, which gives people the impression that you are very much in your power, and you are. So what I get here is that with the mystical, as like I said, you're really, really cerebral. You have logic and intuition. And I think people just look at you and they just know it. And it's something really different about you. You have a lot of power. I'm telling you. You guys are pretty powerful. You have a powerful mind. But anyways, that's all I have for you, pile 3. If this resonated, let me know in the comment section. And have a good one.